Major scales with the same alphabet letter in its name have opposite natural notes that are either sharp or flat in the other scale with the same alphabet letter in its name. So to show this, I am going to basically highlight all of the flat notes in red, and then in the other scale with the sharps, I'm going to highlight that in green for you to see. So let's begin with the sharps in the A major scale. C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. The sharp notes there. And then the flat notes in the A flat major scale would be A flat, B flat, D flat, and E flat. Notice how the opposite notes are colored in. For the B major scale, I'm going to also highlight the sharps in green. There's 5 sharps: C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. And in the B flat, you have B flat, E flat, and B flat. Now for poops and giggles, I'm going to highlight just the natural notes this time. And notice how the natural notes are the same as the flat notes in the other scale. And then there's the C major scale. None of the notes are sharp or flat. But in the C sharp major, every single freaking note is sharped in this scale, right? And then for the C flat major, that's the same as the B major. Every freaking note is flatted in this scale as well. So it's all or none for these scales. So let's highlight all these sharp notes green, and all of these flat notes we're going to highlight pink. Okay, in the D major scale, we have 2 sharps. That would be F sharp, and then we got C sharp, right? So let's just do this, bada bing, bada boom. And then in the D flat, the opposite notes are flat. So D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. So taking a look at that, boom, boom, right? All these are flatted notes. And notice the opposite notes are highlighted in the scales for the opposite sharps and flats. And then in the E major scale for sharps, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp, right? Boom, boom, right? And then in the E flat major scale, notice that these notes are flatted instead of the opposite notes. So I'm just going to circle the natural notes, right, which happen to correlate with the flats in the other scale, or sharps in the other scale, I should say. And then these are the flatheads, or the flat notes, I should say, not flatheads. Right? Notice how those are the opposites. All right, and now for the F scale. Okay, so every frickety note except for the B is sharped in these scales, right? And then we just get one little B flat note, right? So let's highlight all these bad boys, or bad notes. All of those except for the B. And then, of course, in the B, F major scale, check it out, just that note. So opposite highlighted or flatted notes in that scale too. And then for the G major and G flat major, It's the reverse with only one sharp note in this instead of one flatted note, which is F sharp here in green. And then the G flat major scale, every frickety note except for the F is flat. So we're going to do this. The one sharp note is the only note that is natural in the G flat major scale. Alright. La-di-da-di-da. Which of course is the same. The G flat major is the same as the F sharp major. So notice how those are opposites as well. So we're going to circle the one natural note there, which is F in the G flat major. And then notice how that is the same. And the one natural note in the F sharp major, B is the only flat in F major, la-di-da-di-da. And the two sharps right here are the only natural notes in the D flat major, as you can see there, la-di-da-di-da. Of course, C, that's obvious to see. And then the two flat notes in B flat major, la-di-da, la-di-da, you know, are the only natural notes here. So we'll just so notice how those kind of match, right? And then for the three sharps in the A major scale, notice that those are the only notes that aren't flat in the A flat major. And then vice versa. Boom, boom, boom. So these are the natural notes in the A major. So opposite notes flatted and sharped in scales, so you only have to memorize like half of them. How snazzy, hey? Okay, bye-bye.